For eccentric neural grooving of hip external rotation, one of my favorite ways to perform it is going to be on an incline bench. The reason I like this is because you can modify the angle and change the difficulty of how much demand we're putting on the external rotation of the hip. So if you put it lower, there's going to be a greater demand on the stretch, so that might be a little bit more advanced. But for people that are a little bit limited in external rotation, we can adjust accordingly. So we're going to prop the leg into external rotation on top of the incline bench. We want to make sure that we are in a 90-degree position so that that bench is parallel to the angle of the tibia. The knee is aligned with that ankle. We're going to push our rear foot back as much as we can and keep a relatively soft back knee so that we can load the front leg as much as possible. We're going to place our hand on the bench so that it can help us on that concentric. And what we're going to do is we're going to maintain a neutral spine. We want to think about a long spine and rotating the pelvis around the femur. So we're trying to hinge forward, our belly button and chest is going forward, and slight rotation into this leg that we're stretching. We want to think about going out and down, not just about bringing the body down. So we're going to go down without much help from the hand that's on the bench, slowly into the deepest stretch that you can get, and then you're going to utilize this hand to push yourself back up and take some stress off the concentric part. Then you're going to go back in and push to come up. I want those hips to kind of sink into the movement as you're going down. The hips should also get closer to the floor and then further from the floor and turn out towards the opposite direction as we're pushing away. The way to load this, I'm going to give you two different ways to load it. We can load it with a cable, with just a handle that's going to pull us forward. And we can also load it with the same cable, but with a band tied around the shoulders for extra rotational resistance that we can get from the torso as in terms of sensory feedback rather than from the hand itself. So you want to put it on the same shoulder of the side that is going into external rotation on the same side hip. So we're going to now allow the band to pull that shoulder back and then this hip forward and then pull on that band trying to roll and coil into it. And then down here, remember to be using this as help for the concentric and then back down into that hip.